Oh, hello, good evening. Hello, good evening. Welcome to one Friday segment. I don't know where you're watching us from. We are live on one YouTube. We're also live on one on Facebook, also live on Twitter, one underscore JJ. So you can join us on any of those platforms. Okay. Once again, welcome and good evening. All right. We're going to discuss about marriage and kids. What age should you marry and have kids? At what age should you marry and have kids? There's been a lot of people, people maybe be wondering at what age should they get married and at what age should they have kids? You understand what I mean? First of all, I would say that not everyone, not everyone wants to get married, and also not everyone want kids. Okay, so if you want, maybe if you're someone that, yes, maybe you want to get married or you want to know much about marriage and also you want to have kids and you are curious to know at what age, just stick around. You understand? Okay, like the way we normally do it, there's a number on the screen to call to join the program. +44 744 982 3876. That's the number to call to join the program. That's the number to call. It's a WhatsApp number to call. Then you can just let us know your view, let us know your thoughts, your opinion. Just say it out here. Call. Okay, there's no obligation that you have to give your name when you're calling. Understand? Okay. So what age should you get married and have kids? If you notice, if don't you understand that in the time of our parents, some of our parents, some of them got married so early. They got married so early and they had their kids early as well. Remember those years? Some of them, you can ask maybe some of your parents or your grandparents, they would let you know that some of them, they got like, the man might be like 26, 24, 25. The wife would be around 17, 18, 19, 20 sometimes. They got married. They got married young and they have their kids so young. You understand? Their priorities those days, their priorities were a bit different compared to this generation. You understand what I mean? You can see that they were a little bit like family oriented. The focus is just mainly about family. They raise their kids, they have kids, they nurture their kids, and raise their kids. But this generation, I think their priorities, or you can say their aim, or where they are focusing on much. Okay, it's it's all about making money. It's all about making money. Some of them are seeking for fame, and some are seeking, they're looking for status. You know what I mean? So it's all about making money, fame, and status in the society. You understand what I mean? So getting married and having kids is not. I don't. It's not many of them don't really like fancy. It's not like their priority. It's not something that they put in their energy into. They are looking forward to. You understand what I mean? Many of them are just like, they're focusing on acquiring wealth, getting money. So once they get money, then they look for fame. And sometimes, money comes with fame and status as well in the society. So this generation, they're focusing on that. They're looking for that fame. They're looking for money and status. So when it comes to family orientation, many are not all that interested into that. You understand what I mean? Okay, for example, I don't know if most of you that watch Nigerian Hollywood movies, if you watch Nigerian Hollywood movie, or if you're conversant with Nigerian celebrities or actors, you might have seen this guy. Okay, his name is UT Machuku. All right, he's one of the Nollywood actors and is one of the handsome guys in Nigerian Hollywood movie industry. You know what I mean? And one of the on his 40th birthday, he said that he doesn't. Someone was interviewing him, and he was saying that he doesn't believe in monogamy when you are young. He doesn't believe in marrying or get married when you are young. You understand what I mean? So he said that why some people could benefit from monogamy in their youth. I've always maintained that most men shouldn't get married before the age of 40. That doesn't mean, or that doesn't make me right in my eyes. Or he was just saying that some other people might have their own opinion, have maybe they might even didn't accept what he was saying. But he was saying that for people to get married, it has to be between the age of 35 and 40. Then he went on and said, that with the exception of those who are terrified of their biological clock. Now it is referring to women now. How many children do women want today? Please don't forget about modern technology. I believe that no woman should be married before the age of 30. That is his own opinion. And that's why he was saying that. No, he said that men should stay till when they have to get married around 40 years. And women should be around 35, 40. That is his own opinion. That's what he was saying at the interview. Remember, like I just said to you, he just turned 40 years. He just turned 40 years when he granted the interview. And if you're looking at what he said, you can say that he has no choice than to defend his status. He's 40 years and he's single, has no kids, he's not married. So when you ask him about marriage, what do you expect him to say? He needs to cover himself in it. And that's what he said. That when for you to get married, you're looking at 40. He's a bachelor at 40. So what else do you expect from him? You understand what I mean? So we we are discussing this evening. We're discussing about what age should you marry and have kids. You understand? If you're looking at it, let's be realistic. Okay, how many of your friends or people around you, even in your families, how many of your friends in their 40s they are still single, searching? They're in their 40s, they are still single, searching, and they don't have kids yet. No kids. They are single and they are searching. They are looking for the right person. Okay? They're getting to their 40s, but they're still single. They're not married. How many of your friends have you noticed that? How many of your friends in your group that you know that they're getting to their 40 or they're already in their 40 years and they're not married, they don't have kids. You get me? It's not that they don't want to get married, or I don't know, or they don't want to have kids. But there's something that making them not to get married, but they're still waiting till that time. Do you understand? Someone I don't know. And then you ask yourself, at what age should you get married and have kids? When I started, I said, not everyone wants to get married. I know that. And not everyone wants to have kids. There are people that don't want to have kids. There's people that don't want to get married. Those ones are exceptions. We're not discussing about them this night. It's not them we're talking about. We're talking about people that have that urge, they have that desire that they will get married one day. and they're wondering at what age will it be the right time to get married and have kids. You understand what I mean? So that is what we're discussing this evening. And the line is open if you want to contribute, if you want to like give your opinion, or if you want to answer what I just asked, you can call. The number is on the screen: +44 744 9823876. That's the number to call. The line is open. Call me. Okay. I know someone. I know someone. They were anyway. I know someone that got married young. You can say they got married young. Okay, if that makes sense. Okay, the husband was about around 28 years, and the wife was around 22, 23. As they fell in love, they decided to get married right away. A few years later, they began to have children. They have started having their own children. The father, when the father turns to 40 years, in his early 40s, okay, his child, their first child, was around 13, 14. The wife was just around, 30. Okay. So to them, they got married early, the way they're looking at it. She was around 22, 23. This guy was around looking at 20, 28, 29 years old. You understand what I mean? So they were doing fine. Everything was proper. The children, everything, they take care of the kids, they're raising their children and creating family together. Do you understand what I mean? But if you ask them, now if you ask them how they felt about getting married at that age, if you ask them how they felt, if you like try to interview or just like get idea from them, how did they feel? How did you guys feel at that age that you got married? Okay. The man would say it was the right time for him because he was around 28, 29. He would say that it was the right time for him. Why the wife would just have another opinion? She would say that she would have waited a little longer, possibly in her 30s. Reason why? Why? So that in order for her to enjoy her 20s more, do you understand what I mean? She could have loved to enjoy a little bit of her 20s, then get experience and all that until she get to 30. By that time, maybe she thought maybe she's matured a bit just to get married. You understand? But having her children early and witnessing her children and their development, and it brought joy to her. So that's what I'm. So that was her opinion. She would have loved to wait a bit longer to her 30s, but she got married around 22, 23, and they have their kids so early. Are you getting me? So, but she's looking at her kids; they're all grown. They're all grown, and she's looking at them. It brings joy to her, and she was like, "Yeah, at least looking at her kids now, they are growing." Some people might not even believe that she was the one that have those kids. You understand what I mean? Because she had those kids early. You understand? So I don't know. And then you're looking at that issue, the issue with ladies getting married so young, is that some of them they grow so bored easily, and they start acting somehow. They start acting strange. When they got married early, it's not early, roughly 17. Some people got married, some ladies, they got married 17, 18. Yeah. Some of them got married 21, 22. You understand what I mean? So when they got early and they're staying with the same person for a couple of years, you understand? They sometimes they grow so bored. They become so bored and they become like they need to experiment. They need to, you know, act. They start acting like as if maybe they are single. They're still single. You understand? You know, that's one of the side effects about getting married early. I'm talking about some women. It's not every woman because there are some women that have that mental strength. They already know what they want and they want to go into it. So they got married early and they have their kids. They know what they really want. They're focusing on what they. Why there are some of them that really don't really know what is it, what it entails. into marriage, they just jump into it. And you find out that at the long run, some of them they become bored and they start acting strange, start acting as if maybe they are still single. You know what I mean? Since they think they are making up the lost time, those lost time that they wasted, their lost time in their 20s that they didn't maybe like experiment or enjoy them. They just put it like that, enjoy themselves and all that. So you see some of them they start behaving as if they are still single, but they're married, but they're behaving as if they are still single because they want to like, they want to like cover up, make up all those lost time. Then you start seeing them going out there whenever they want. Whenever it pleases them, they go out. They start behaving, following some younger women. Some of them, maybe some women that are single as well, they start behaving with them together as if maybe they are still single. The problem maybe is because they got married early, so they want to make up the lost time. So the question is, what time is the right time then? What time is the right time to get married and have kids? That's what we're discussing this evening. I want you to call me, or you can put on the comment section. I will read them out. Put on the comment section. I will just read them. So, okay. So, what time is it? What time is the right time to get married? What time is the right time? You can say that when you are deciding, when you come to decide if you and the person you are dating, if you are the person that you want to, the person you are in relationship with, you start thinking about getting married. There are a lot of things that you have to put into consideration. There are a lot of things that you have to like, different things that you have to consider, different variables that you need to consider. You understand? And those things is something that you're going to like, you when you considering all those things, you find out that age might not even have anything to do with it. You understand? Because once you got that mental strength, you believe that yourself is the right time. Then you know the person you are in relationship with already. You know that if you two of you get along well, if you get along, if you guys genuinely care about one another, I'm saying genuinely cares about one another. It's quite it's a different thing from loving someone. If you genuinely care about someone, everything about the person, you understand? You you are ready. You are there with the person. So have you determined what you two want? That is it. What do you two want? Do you think that she wants to get married? Do you think that she sees you as someone that, yes, I'm gonna spend the rest of my life with? Do you think that she sees you as someone that is gonna be with her in good time and bad times? Are you the kind of person that she can confide in? Those kind of things. The same way, vice versa. Is she the kind of person that will support you? Is she the kind of person that will like stay with you? Is she the kind of person that you know that yes, no matter what, she will be there. Yeah, that's what I mean. So those are the kind of things you have to put into consideration. Get me? Those are variables that you have to consider. Look into it. I think someone put a comment. Okay, Gosen said, I think the right time to get married and have kids is that time when you can afford to put food on the table. Because for me, marriage is all about responsibility, and that time when you can endure, accommodate strength, attitude. Okay, For him, you need to, as a man, you need to get some money and get ready. If you have money, you have something to do, you have a work or something, because you can provide food, provide pay. You need some money to take care of your family. Once you got the money and you're ready to take care of your family and all that, maybe you're ready now to get married. That's what he said. Okay. I don't know about you. What do you think? What do you think? Right. So when you're ready, when you get the money, you got, probably you have something doing. You got business that you're doing, or you have a job where you can get money, because you need to provide for your family. You need to put food on the table. So when something like that happens, when you get to that stage where you can do that. That means maybe you're getting ready. Getting ready. Some people can say that there isn't there isn't an ideal age. There isn't ideal age to be married. Then you said that what? There's no questionable time. That any time, like what he was saying, maybe to you, you need money, and once you got the money now, maybe you think, yeah, you're ready because you can support your family. Then you're ready for that. And that person might have their own opinion the time they want to get married. You understand? So that you're looking at it, there's no ideal time. There's no specific time that you can say, yeah, this is the right time. Some people they get matured early. Some people you see them, they are maybe like 25 years old. They are really matured. They got everything. They know what they want. They put everything in place. Pam, 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 before you know what is going on, that's it. They get married. They put everything in place. They act matured, but their age, they are young. But upstairs, there, they are really, really old. They are matured. You understand? So the greatest moment to get married is when you are at least ease, when you are like, when you are okay and you are self-assured. You within you, you know that yes, come on, you are comfortable, you are confident in yourself. All the challenges of relationship, everything that comes your way, you are really prepared. You are ready to tackle it. You are ready to tackle. You don't need anybody to come and like tell you anything, because you already know what you want. So whatever that comes in that relationship, you're ready to sustain it. You are ready to tackle. You understand? So if you look at that, age is not attached to it. But when you get married early, especially and have kids early, that's what they say that maybe let's assume the woman she's okay. Let's use she's 25 and she have a kid 27. When she get to 37, their first child, that child is going to be 10 years old. So when she get to 47, that child is going to be 20. You understand? So the child is growing now, becoming a young adult to help the family. Even if there's any problem or anything, before the mom will get to 50 years, the child maybe they're standing on their feet to support, to take care of their mom, maybe in case of any sickness or injury or something. You understand? That's benefit of getting married early and having kids early as well. But if a man is waiting to get like to 40, like what the celebrity said, you're getting to get to your 40 years, then you getting married at 40 and having your first child around 40, 41 or 42 years old. So when you get to 52, your child is going to be 10 years old. Getting to your 62 years, your child is getting to 20. Yes. Okay. On average, it's still okay, because 62, the child is 20, can still support the child, support the father or something. Do you understand? You know, but I don't know. There are some things money cannot buy. If you're still waiting, maybe you want to grab all the money, get all the money, financial support, everything that you want to get comfortable with money, and you're waiting till when you get to your 40 years and you get to 40, then before you start planning of having a family or getting married and having a child. You understand what I mean? Sometimes the person, the lady that you get married, probably you're 40. Normally, men always go for younger ladies, isn't it? She might be like 23 or 24, 25 years old. The difference is about 15 years difference in your age. Okay. So you get into 52, she's just coming up 30 something years. You get into your 60, she's just coming up. That disparity is there. It's always bring problem. You know what I mean? And the kids gonna be young sometimes. They're still gonna be young. And the family is gonna struggle a little bit. That's another angle. You understand? Another angle. Some people they're still waiting, they are 45, they're still not married. Don't even have kids. It's not that they don't want to have kids, they still want to have kids, but they don't have it because between their 20 years, when they were 20, their 20s, 30 to their even early 40s, they were still looking for money. They're still trying to get that fame and status in the society than before thinking about family. Then you find out that now they got all the money, having these children, having the wife and everything. The age that they lost 20 years, maybe, their child could have been 20. They find out that that money is not going to be enough. The money is no more there because the kids, they're looking at them, they're old. You understand? When they're supposed to now to enjoy those kids, they're old. You understand? So I don't know. I really don't know. Okay? I don't know. The line is open. Call me. Let me know. What's your own idea? What do you think? What do you think? You can see that some people will say to you that they want to be experienced. There's no need marrying early. They want to be experienced. They want to know. It's- They want to be matured enough when it comes to handling any challenge. They want to be there. They want to they don't want a situation whereby they jump into a marriage, then they jump out again because they didn't test waters. They didn't use that word. They didn't test waters enough. So and they don't want to make a mistake jumping into the wrong person or jumping into the wrong hands. So they want to have that proper experience. So before they make a decision, understand? They want to test some people, different persons. Then with that experience, they know who they will settle down with. Okay. Then you see that now they get into their 30s and 40s. They're becoming dependent. They, how will I say, they're independent. Okay. They're now settled. Have their own job. They have their career. They have everything. So they succeeded in everything that they want, everything they plan to do. They pursue their career and everything. They succeeded in that. Okay. So the challenging of reaching an agreement, the challenging of sharing power with someone, challenging of being submissive under someone is going to be difficult because they've already achieved everything that they want. There's nothing you're going to tell them that they will listen to because they will look at you that they don't need you. You're not going to give them, and they're not going to benefit anything from you because they have achieved everything they want. You understand what I mean? So for them to be in a relationship, a marriage or something, that power sharing is going to be difficult. You understand? They're going to find it difficult to be dependent, or like even to be submissive, to listen. It's going to be difficult for them because they've already come on, think about it. They've pursued their career, got a job. Someone, okay, someone, let me give me an example. Someone that already, a lady, let me use a lady as an example. A lady that is already in her 40s. She might be one of maybe manager or in one of the corporate companies, or probably maybe she's into fashion. She have her own shops and everything, or cloth line or whatever. She have money. She have her own house. She got her own car, everything. She's established. Okay. Now she's in her 40s and she want to get married. What kind of man do you think she gonna need? Do you understand what I mean? That is where their problem is. And you see that before even they got all the money, they got everything now, but to get the right person to settle down with, to have kids with, it's gonna be difficult for them because the challenges is gonna be there. For that kind of lady to be a little bit submissive, let me just put it like that. She's gonna toggle with their power. She's gonna be power issues. She can never share that power with you. So that's another problem. Do you understand? That is it. You know, issues. You see, look at someone that got married early. They marry so early. Some of them they get bored so easily. Now, some of them they waited till when they get to 30, 40, they acquired everything, achieve everything. Now they're looking for someone now to marry, someone to settle down. They find it difficult because they are now afraid of the person what is coming for. Even men have that the same problem. They have the same issue. Because a man, you see a man that is getting to have 40, 45, he acquire everything, he got all the money, he got everything, he's ready now. Now for him to find the right person based on experiences that he has already achieved, it's going to be a little bit difficult because they're going to be selective. They be like the very big choosy. You know what I mean? And they be worried because they be thinking maybe this lady is coming now because of the money, or she's coming now because of one thing or another. It's difficult for them. You understand? So why when is the right time to get married and have kids? That's the question we're still asking. When is the right time? At what age should you get married and have kids? At what age should you get married and have kids? You get me? You know, people change a lot. People change a lot. People change a lot based on circumstances, based on experience, based on what is really happening. You see that people change a lot. So, but those are the things. At what age? When you look at younger adults in their teens, their early 20s, they lack that necessary ability to support the marriage. They don't like it. Maybe most of them, they don't have money, they don't have job, they don't have, financial power to sustain. Some of them maybe families or some help them out to do it, to get married. And now you see both of them, maybe they be working together, they were fighting to build their own family. But now that's where the mental strength comes in. What is it that you guys have? What do you want? What do you want in that marriage? That's what's going to sustain that marriage. You understand? Now you find out some of them, they have they lack knowledge, they lack understanding, they lack that maturity. You understand what I mean? So the level of you find out that the level of communication is they don't really have much of that. And that is what you needed to maintain the foundation of that marriage. The communication. Well, because they marry so early, they marry so young, they might not have that. They don't even really know what it is. And some people will get married early too. But because of two of them, they're matured. They are really matured upstairs. Their thinking is quite different because they have that knowledge. They really know what they want. They know what they want. They know what they are getting into. So they're learning along the way. Understand? So, in nutshell, it's nothing has to do. Is marriage, having kids, has nothing to do with age. It has nothing to do with age. That's what I mean. It has nothing to do with age. You find out that some people even they will get married and have kids. When they have kids, you find out 2 3 years they're on their own. The woman will just stay with the kids. The man will just go on his own, and that's like that. The whole thing is gone. The marriage is gone. It's finished because to them they weren't ready. They weren't ready at all. They're not ready. They don't have that experience. They don't have the experience at all. They don't even know what they are going into. They don't know what they signed to do. You understand? So, you know, when someone asks that, what age should I marry and have kids? When you're ready, when you know what you want, when you know what you're getting into, when you have that experience, you have that level of understanding, you have the understanding and maturity that yes, this is it. I want to commit my life with someone, and both of us we go into a journey that we don't know, a journey that you don't even know where you're going, because marriage, like one of I remember one the topic we had one, and someone called and said that marriage is like it's like a university that when you coming in, you got a certificate before you even started your course. So because you learn every day, you don't know what you're going to see tomorrow. You don't know what's going to happen. So how do you handle it? Do you have the maturity to handle when things are not going the way you want it? Do you have that level of commitment to sustain you throughout that period? Yeah. So those are the things. Like I said, people change a lot. They change a lot. There's an average. A couple has more issues the younger they are when they get married. If you marry young, there's a significant chance that you will change drastically. Feel like you don't share anything in common with your spouse. You start losing interest. You start losing interest. Maybe you start thinking that maybe you made a mistake. Maybe you have different goals for your life. Now you want to achieve new goals. You want to do something new. But because you are into that marriage, it's become being problem. And you see that it becomes what conflict. You understand? So people getting married early, the same. You marry in your mid, let's just say mid in the middle, 30, 40, 45. Understand what I mean? With experience, age by your side, maturity by your side, and everything. Then you say that you are more established. You know yourself now, you have that self-awareness and everything. Understand? But now to get the right person is going to be an issue as well. You understand? So when is the right time? When is the right time to get married? That is what we're discussing. When is the right time to get married? Then when you come to children, having kids, when is the right time to have kids? If you if you come here in the West, okay, if you come here in the West, you find out that most of them they have kids early. They have kids so early. They have kids so early. And you be wondering, like sometimes you see some of them, you see their children, and you be like, what? Are you sure that is these people, they are your parents? Yeah. His parents, they're still young. But the kids, they're all grown. Some of them they have kids when they are like 20, 21, 22. They start having kids already. And when they get into their 50s, their children already having their own children already. 45. You see someone 45, 42, 43. They're telling you they are grandparents. What? How? Why some people, some of us in Africa, we're still like, 40 years, you're still bouncing around, going around, you're not even thinking about having your own children, all that. You understand? I don't know. I don't know why it's like that. You know, I don't know why it's like that because while we are still while we are still looking for that fame, while we are still looking for money, pursue money, going after money, you understand? Some people they already have their own children and they are taking care of them, providing food when they're still young. You see them, they have three kids, two, three, four, five, all of them at the same time. And they are, nurturing them and then giving them food at the same time. Those kids are eating the same time. Before you know what is going on, the kids, they're all grown, 13, 14, 15, they start taking care of themselves. The parents, they're still young, 40 something years. The wife is going to be around 37. The, the husband is around 42. You see them, they're still young, enjoying themselves. They're going on holidays, enjoying because those kids start taking care of themselves. But when you're 40, having kids at 40, before, how are you going to cope? How will you cope taking care of those kids and all that? With all the money you have, when will you have time to like go enjoy all this stuff? I know that many people, they will employ mates, they will employ house helps that will help them out to take care of their children and all that. Do you get me? Well, the advantage of having kids early is there. You cannot, there's no way you will, overlook it. It's there. The advantage is there. You can see it. You understand? When the kids they are coming and when they see them, when you're there looking at your kids, they're all grown. Come on. The advantage is there. Understand? I understand that you cannot, if you if you're comparing the Africa to the West, that is it's not together. You cannot. There's no way you're going to compare both because back down here in the West, the government they structure the way they structure the economy and everything. Everyone they're just okay. You can decide that maybe you you have your kids early. There's support. There is support. Unlike in Africa where you have to fend for yourself. You have to fend for yourself. Some people when they finish university and all that, before they get a job, before even they start like earning money and everything, their age is gone. They can finish university 2, 3 years, they're not getting a job. So you find out that it's difficult because to get married and raise children, you need money, you need finance, you need to at least have your own house, have your place. You can like even if you rented a place, have the place you live. You can't live with your parents. You know what I mean? You have a place that you can bring the woman to. Your wife, you bring your wife to. Then have kids. All of that needs money. So you find out that when they are looking for ways now to get a job or find capital to start a business, that's where the problem comes in because the money is not there. It's not there. You understand? So what we're saying is that when, if you're young and you're ready, you know that you're ready. You understand? Because if you plan, you know that this is what I want. Okay. It might be your the girl you guys met in university or you met the church or you both of you agree on each other. You just like love each other and you're ready. You're matured and you know that yes, this is what I'm getting myself into. And you discuss about it. Then you get into it. Get married and start having kids. You start raising your kids at the same time. Young. Come on. Between that, to me, I think around 25 to 35 years, both man and woman, they're supposed to be like, if you have the opportunity, you're supposed to like get into it. Start having your children. You start having your children early because there's no amount of money that you'll be waiting to get. There's no amount of money that you'll be children. Once you have a child, to raise the child, they find a way to raise the child. And when you are two, both of you, a woman, man and woman, husband and wife, and you have a child, there's no way you two cannot raise that child. And that is the problem. There's no way you cannot raise the child. And that's what problem most of us Africans, we don't understand because we are looking at money. And the money, the funny thing is that if you ask the person, okay, how much are you looking at? How much do you think that you need for you to settle down? How much do you think that you need for you to raise the family? They cannot they cannot give you the amount of money that they want. Because the money they're looking at, they say I want this kind of money. They cannot because it's not visible. It's not visible. So why are you then wasting more time? Why are you wasting time? Why are you wasting time? You understand? Why are you wasting time? What most people have to like look into is that if you find someone that really like, if you find a woman, a man, you find a woman that believe in you, a woman that wants to have a family. That's another thing you have to understand. Because it's not every woman that wants to have a family. It's not every woman that wants to build a family. If you find a woman that really wants to build a family, a woman that wants to be with you and support you and raise those children, then that's it. You're ready. What else that you need is family planning. How long will it take us to have the children that we want? What kind of marriage do we want? How much do we have in our account? How much are you making a month? How much is your husband making a month? How much is the apartment where you're looking for? Where you're going to live? All of those things, you apply, you think about it, you all discuss about it. Then you plan and do the marriage or do traditional wedding. How do you want to do it? In your own capacity, how much you have, do it. Can do low key, save your money and use it in your business. Do all those stuff. Then start building your family. Once you have the children, the money is gonna come. There's no way the kids will not eat. They will eat. You start raising your kids so that at young age they will grow. Both of you will have more time to enjoy yourselves. Have more time to enjoy yourself. You find out that some people they will be still training their kids, training their kids, training their kids, training their kids before you know what else. Because they marry late, their children are still young. There's nothing. The time they're supposed to rest now, enjoy themselves, it's gone. And you find out that the woman, you see some of them, young lady, she's old. Physically, she's old because she's exhausted. The time they could have used when she was younger a bit to raise her kids and all that. It's difficult. So what am I saying? At what age should I marry? I have kids. You shouldn't attach any age to it. It's all about when you're ready. When you're ready, when you have that maturity within you, once you know what you want, once you know what you are getting into, once you know what you really want, and you go for it. You got that person that you said, yes, this is it. Let's just do this thing. Okay. That's it. That's all you have to look into. You understand? So whether you marry at the age of 20, getting to 30, 35, 40, it depends on what you want, what you really want. What are you looking for? Now, are you looking for money? You want to get the fame, get money, get fame, get status in the society before you go for marriage or having your kids and all that. That is for you. At the end of the day, once you achieve your aim and you achieve your happiness, that's all that matters. You understand what I mean? So that is it. What age should I get married and have kids? Like I said, it depends on you. It depends on you. All right. Okay. All right, guys. We Wednesday, we normally Wednesday we have our Wednesday programs. Okay. We talk about a lot of things on Wednesdays. Okay. We open the YouTube channel just for sports. That's one not talk sports. Understand? It's just for sports. We we just want to focus on sports. Just put our sports differently, and then put what we're discussing about family issues and everything. Now just put it differently. So we want to use only Wednesday. It's going to be our sports day that we're using sport. Anything we don't discuss about sports and all that. Understand? So you can go there. It's on our Facebook. I put it on Facebook, on one of Facebook page. Understand? Please get in there, subscribe to our YouTube channel so that you can enjoy and follow us on that journey on One Not Talk Sport. Okay, it's just the same thing. Conversation we discuss about sports, we interact and talk about and gossip about everything about sports as well. You understand? So it's on our Facebook page, one on Facebook. Go there, just click on that, subscribe. There's a lot of videos that there's a lot of topics already there that you can watch and listen to. Understand? All right. So if you are with us to this time, I would like to say thank you. Okay. Because we're coming to the end of the program this evening. All right. And some of you that commented, some of you that stay with us to this time and watched and everything. I appreciate every one of you. Thank you all. And I will see you guys on Wednesday. If you got Taris. Have a lovely weekend.